Hi, it's Pat of PatLeeCampbell.com, and I just want to share an experience I had in this recent, renovation project that we had. And it has to do with tackling a problem head on. Have you ever come home or sat down in your business to work on something and realize that what you thought was going to happen was completely something else, and you see a finished project and you think, oh, that's not the color it's supposed to be, that's not the copy it should be, this is not how it's supposed to be organized. I came home one morning, we were putting new tile down in our kitchen, and I had very carefully chosen the grout for the tile. The floor tile is supposed to be timber wolf, so you can imagine kind of a really dark steely gray, and on a very nice sort of a spa marble gray white tile, and the subway tiles around the counter on the backsplash is supposed to be a rain of very soft silvery gray. So I wanted the contrast in the grout colors, and I know this is immaterial in terms of the problems of the world, but I had something I had to look at every single morning. So I got home, I had gone, my contractor had just arrived about 5 minutes before I left to go to a gym class, came home, and he was about 3/4 of the way done, almost 200 square feet of flooring, 280 square feet actually of flooring, and put a pallet of the grout stuff on the tile, and I looked and I thought, what is that? It was like a brown beige non-color something or other. And I looked more closely, and the store had sent the wrong color of grout. Now keep in mind, this is somebody who is 60 plus, on his hands and knees for an hour plus, working hard to get this grout down. And we look back over the floor, and there's this lovely soft brown grout, well, supposedly lovely, in the right place, all through the tile. And I thought, I had to go and sit down. I didn't like scream or yell or cry. Felt like crying, I guess. Took myself down to the basement and came back up, and he said, we have to take this out. You can't come into this room every single morning from here on in and wish that you had a different color on the floor. Now I know it's grout and it's a floor and whatever, but if you have done any renovations and spent tens of thousands of dollars, you kind of want the grout to be the right color. And that's the same in your business. If you've worked with Fiverr, or you've worked with someone to do a project for you, and a design project, and it comes back in the exact wrong color, or graphics for your blog, or whatever it is, you can live with something that isn't the right color, but it's very disappointing. So what did we do? He said we have to get back down on our hands and knees while this thing is still wet. And so there we were, the two of us, scraping all this soft grout out for the next hour. So 2.5 hours of putting the grout on and then taking the grout off, and then I spent another hour going back over and washing the entire floor on my hands and knees to get all that goody stuff and the grout water and whatever off. Besides that, we had to make some phone calls and phone the store and say, oops, we have the wrong color. So we tackled the problem. I could have just screamed and yelled, which I didn't. My contractor said, well, it's not my problem, it's somebody else's problem. The store could have said, well, you didn't make yourself, well, I did make myself very clear. They said, well, the computer put the wrong, no, the finger that put the order in pressed the wrong number. The point I'm trying to make is when we have problems that come into our day on a day-to-day basis, and it can come from any direction, whether it's business, family, our own personal choices, all those kind of things, we can stop and say, this is a problem. What am I going to do about it? I have a certain hurdle in my own life right now that is a problem as far as I view it, and I need to sit down and tackle this thing and get it conquered. For that day, we got on our hands and knees and we scraped 200 and something, 30 square feet of grout out and cleaned it all up and got the replacement order made and, you know, arrange for it to be redone. So I just want to encourage you that, you know, stuff happens, and it empowers us to find, you know, that inner strength, that inner person to see the solutions, work on the solution. Kel and I worked as a team. I had to work with the store with a number of phone calls to get someone to hear my story and make the corrections, and work again to have somebody else come back in and get the grout on right. So we can do that in our businesses. I can do that for the particular obstacle I have in my business right now. I can work together with somebody else to find out how I'm going to get this done. I can report back at the end of the week. I won't likely do that, but we all can find solutions to our problems. Do not let that keep you stuck in your tracks, but use this opportunity to grow and to see what can be done and to celebrate that. Be sure to celebrate the resolution, the problem solved. I certainly did. The floor looks great, and I can come into the room every morning and be very thankful for the work that we did for 2 hours, scraping that out and mopping and whatever else. So it's Pat at patleecampbell.com. If this message resonates with you and makes sense, you know, I'd be very happy for you to private message me, and we'll chat. Talk to you again. Bye-bye for now.